Hey, beautiful people. I'm Mila.
Hey y'all, I'm Monica.
And thanks for joining us.
How are you doing today?
I am aligned and balanced.
Okay, so that means that we're time to get this thing started. Of course, I'm always excited to speak to you, and I know that we got a good show in store for everyone tonight. We are all about Father's Day, aliens, and shenanigans all around, plus the spirit of Juneteenth. So we have lots to get to get covered.
Okay.
So, so Monica, how was your week?
My week has been it's been good. I know I always say the same. Trying to remember what I did over the weekend. Weekend was baseball tournament, flag football, graduation celebrations, and shenanigans in Seattle and Tacoma.
Okay, I mean that's a booked and busy weekend, so we definitely like to hear that, and I'm sure you'll share the good parts with us as well. Uh, so that's your week. Any takeaways? Any lessons that you perceived, learned, appreciated from the week?
Oh yeah, I did. I went to church on Sunday too. Yeah, confidence,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying? And what's your next?
Okay, okay, confidence. What's your next?
What's your next? And yeah, I got myself in alignment today with my chiropractor. So,
Okay. So remember to still, it's summertime, but still keep taking care of yourselves. That is a good reminder, Monica.
hmm
For myself, I know that this week's takeaway for me was preparation. I definitely, I always got to take it to the testimony circle. But for me, being prepared, last week I mentioned on the show that I was doing some things for my spirit. I
right.
just felt led to do it, and it was right on time because literally, when the enemy comes in like a flood, it's that standard of the Lord that will prevail, right? So if you're
hmm
prepared, if you stay ready, right, you don't have to get ready.
Okay.
And so if you feel an inclination in your spirit to do something different, switch up something or add something to your morning routine, like we're big. We discuss it often on the podcast, like how you start your day. Do you stretch? Are you meditating? Are you praying? But if you've been led to do a little bit of something different to that, do it because you don't know what you're really preparing yourself for. And there is nothing like preparation because then you are prepared. You're not caught off guard, and it's much easier to go through things with your wits about you. So
Exactly.
of course I thank God for the Holy Spirit and just for that guidance there. So that was my week. But look at now that we got that part. I am ready to get ridiculous with you, girl. We have seen the story. You sent me the link, but I really had literally saw the story in like five other platforms, and I was just like, I just can't. But then but I knew once you sent it to me, it was going to need to be discussed. And we always talk about the moon and what's happening out there and the stars and whatnot. So, Monica, do you want to fill us in? Because I got the clip. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready today for
ET,
this one.
come home. Yeah.
So I told you this happened about a month ago. So we're referring to an alien sighting that was caught on tape and investigated by the police, et cetera, that happened towards the end of April, the beginning, really, like I
But
guess the first day of May.
they just now wanna tell it out.
Yep.
Tell us.
Hmm.
Let me not use that word.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just now because it's still under investigation. But I mean, there are definitely some takeaways from this alien sighting landing experience in Las Vegas, because of course it was in Vegas.
Right.
The takeaway here is I want this man on my like if it was a zombie apocalypse or some natural disaster happened, oh, this who I want to be with me because he is so calm, girl. For
Cool as a cucumber.
girl, I can't. To me, there ain't no way. I mean, so of course they have now released the police 911 call that the family made because supposedly or allegedly a alien object of some sort crashed in their backyard,
Right.
and it can be seen because there's lots of video of it and it's made all the news rounds, and I know we'll have links on our show notes, but you can see a cop is there, a police officer, and you can see literally something streak by in the background.
Yeah, they
uh,
across the sky on May 1st, 2023.
Yep. And so with that, let's just hear the 911 call. I think
And they
I,
said it was a 10-foot. CNN.com says Vegas police responds to 10-foot creature in yard. 10 foot?
yeah, 10 foot, girl, 9 or 10. But no,
Mhm.
but we're going to hear it live because see, CNN reported 10 foot. But I have the 911 call and the man
Right.
did not say 10. But we're going to hear how the man handled this. Like I said, cool as a cucumber. That's all.
There's like an 8 foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we
So there's
you terrified with.
So there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it, and big mouth. They're shiny eyes, and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
Okay.
I mean, okay, girl. Okay. First, let's you know what? I hand clap. Like kudos. I mean, man, the man was calm, but that lady, you could hear her in the background typing clickety clack 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 clack. Like she is really, and she is calm. Like
Girl,
she's
she
not
didn't know what
sniggling,
to do.
laughing. Nope.
Yeah.
She just was asking him questions like, "Yep, 10 feet, okay."
Girl, she was putting him mute on, mute off, mute on, mute off. I know she was talking mess.
That's
Mute
your
on, mute
professional
off.
professional opinion there. Okay, I believe it. But I mean, but did you see the calm? It's shiny eyes. They're scary. It's not a joke. I was like, sir, where's the excitement? Where's the urgency?
Girl, cause look, let it be like I saw a spider at a friend's house and I was like, oh no, man, and me, no. So seeing something 8 foot to 10 foot, girl, I would have about passed out.
Girl, I would have been out. I would have been running out the opposite side of my house, and it would have been like the Blair Witch Project. I mean, the phone would have sounded like I was in the fight for my life because it would have been rustling. It would have been like.
Oh, it would have been
no.
one of the video recordings from my nephew's games.
Yeah. Yes, honey. If you're not following us on Instagram, you are really missing out because Monica always has, obviously this is a sidebar, the best of intentions when she's at her nephew's games. Oh, her heart be there. She's sketchy anyway with the camera, but the first couple of seconds it'd be right side. She'd be trying to zoom in, find him at whatever position he is on the field, and then he'll do something. I don't care if he's catching, kicking, hitting, and then it's like she starts cheering, and the video just goes to. It just goes to hell. You're like, wait, what? What happened? Oh my goodness, she has a good friend who keeps remixing them for her, and they are hilarious. Okay, girl, that.
Shout out to the mixer of Florida.
Oh my god, honey, remix. So yes. But going back to the aliens now, okay. Yeah, that's how it would be. It would be like a Monica video, or it would definitely be like Mila and the Blair Witch Part 2, because I would have been out of
Girl,
there.
you know
You would
what?
have heard me in the corner. There's something outside. I don't
Right.
know. I'm afraid. I've turned off all the lights. Jesus, help
Yo,
me.
I think because he was so calm, they didn't come didn't come after aliens didn't come after him, because if he would have like been screaming and like trying to run, they probably would have just snatched him up and ate him or something. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but when the police, because of course the clip has the police coming on the scene,
Right.
and the police officer though protecting and serving. You know what? I think I have this clip too. I just don't have it set. But when the police officer tells the man that he is only investigating this because his partner also witnessed something, and he's asking everyone in the neighborhood, the community, did they also see something? He tells him, "Oh, if this happens again, you don't have to call us. Like, no,
Dude,
you,
you could call
Buster."
Ghostbusters.
He said, you go ahead and handle this yourself. But you call you call David Duchovny or whatever. You call X Files, okay? That's what you call. You don't call the the Las Vegas PD. No, thank you. You go ahead and call X Files. So,
Oh, you know what? I pay taxes. I'm calling y'all peoples, okay? You gonna go over there and do your job.
oh my goodness. Well, they took a nice long time. So when they got there, of course, there were no aliens that we know of, but there have been reports now on some of the different articles and versions of the story that there was a black or dark tinted SUV there that happened to come by, get pretty close to the man's property, and da 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 da. So there's already conspiracy theories
Oh,
that
the Men
the
in Black
government,
came.
yeah, exactly, and
Okay,
got
yeah,
whatever was there. And I'm
right.
like, wait, this is
We
not a
are the
joke.
Men in Black.
Galaxy Defenders, yeah, that kind of stuff. Woo. Girl, I said, man, this summer, I mean, people are out. That is the theme of the
I
summer. We're
mean, they
outside.
probably took him to Area 151, 51, 51.
Girl, they do it too much, and there's some kind of new movie as well called, I think, Asteroid City or something coming out about aliens and everything. I don't know, man. Keep your eye up there.
Well, girl, this might be their promo. This might be a big old joke and be their promo for that movie. That's
We're
wild.
here. Yeah, well, so yeah. So that is what is going on out
I
there,
don't want no problems with you aliens. I don't want no problems with you.
You know what? I ain't gonna be outside late looking up. That's what I know. I'm gonna be inside. I'm gonna be inside my house minding my business. How about that?
Girl, I like the stars. I might be on a boat, but like, oh no. Okay.
Mm, okay. As Monica would say, moving right along.
Right. Let's skedaddle to the next segment.
I know. And the next thing is one of the best things about this weekend. This is the weekend of Father's Day and Juneteenth and a lot of activities. So we are excited. So, we've had some sidebar conversations about our dads. And for anyone who is new to the podcast, we are both daughters who have said goodbye to our fathers on this earthly plane. But of course, they've left us with lots of love, memories, and and exciting stories. And so we
Mm-hmm.
were just discussing a lot of different things about our dads. And I said, okay, well, let's bring this up. Let's bring it to the people. Let's get some feedback. Let's tell the story and see
Right.
where it goes. So I guess I'll start off with Monica. Any special thing about your dad you want to shout out? Because of course I'm going to ask you right afterwards what was the best piece of advice that you're really utilizing at this time in your life that he gave you. So tell us about your daddy.
The- my daddy, yeah, I can say he was a people person. He loved to fish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's a southern gentleman from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he liked to use his hands, so he was I can't even talk a utility. He worked for Seattle City Light back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
If your power went out, he was up on the poles getting it together.
Taking care of business.
Right.
Okay, that's thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Papa Monica. Okay, for real.
But yeah, he I mean, he could change the oil. He could do a lot of stuff that men some of them don't really do today.
Hmm. I think, you know what, I think it's probably more location with that. Like, that's a sidebar. But I think that a lot of Southern men still know how to do a lot of the things that our dads did,
Mm,
because that's just the thing. No, no, I
right.
do. I mean, no, I'm not talking about transplants. I'm not talking about someone who moves to the South. I'm talking
Yeah.
about the boys that be raised with that country, that red clay dirt, or that they understand vehicles. They got to make it work. They have the spirit of ingenuity, and also the spirit of making it, because
Some
it
of
is a
them.
different energy. It's a different energy in the South.
Yeah, some of them. But a takeaway that I had to use
Hmm.
recently, my father always told me, and my mom, but my father told me, because I had a situation when I was younger back in the day.
Hmm.
Don't lend out money that you need.
Hmm.
If you lend out money to anybody, don't expect to get it back. So when
Hmm.
I get simple requests for a funds support from people,
Hmm.
I review and question it, and sometimes it might stay on read.
Girl, I didn't know you were a bank, Monica, but can I open an account then at your bank? you passing out you passing out dollars and giving people returns on interest and stuff. I like it. Let me know about it. So,
I should be
hmm.
the interest. Yeah, the interest is going to be up there though. It's going to be double digits if you want to.
Hmm.
But you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That one song. I'm like, I just it just maybe certain situations, but miss me with the if we don't got no type of relation. I just men asking women for money, it just rubs me the wrong way sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
just like, girl, go get your credit up, dude, because like
you said you said the same way, women are expected to have it all together, to have their credit, their life, their everything together, and then there are, not all, but there are sometimes some dusty. Well, we had that whole clip about that whole man, that thing that someone sent you a couple of weeks ago, where it was that man outside of the grocery store or the corner store giving advice, and he looked like he had never had a stable relationship in all of his 50 hard
oh
living years.
oh yeah, girl, that was a few months ago.
Yeah.
Shoot. But yeah, but
And so
yeah.
I kind of feel like it's of that same elk, because remember he was telling the guys, get her, ask her for $20 and see if she gives it to you. Because then I'm like, oh no, no, you're not gonna nickel and dime me to death, sir. And we definitely have strong opinions on that. So I can appreciate that lesson, because that is definitely something that I heard uh in my own family as well. You don't give out what you can't afford don't loan out what you can't afford to make a gift, because like you said, that'll be the thing, or on the flip side, I also heard it referred to as this, Monica, like, you can go ahead and loan them what they want when they come and ask you for it that first time, but they're not going to pay you back, so they can't never ever come back because they got outstanding balance with you. So I was like, oh, okay. So I've heard
Girl,
it. Yeah.
I ain't look, I've never asked. The only man in my life that I asked money for, but maybe besides my ex-husband, was my daddy. Okay?
Yeah, no,
None of these dudes out here can say I ever asked them for it. No.
mm-mm, not ever. That's just not the energy of our generation. Now we do know it's a different generation underneath us, and
Right.
there's always those ladies who aren't messing with those broke type of folks. So
Right.
they're about that particular business, but that isn't the business that I've ever been about. Okay, but
Mm-mm.
that's a fair point about your dad.
Yeah. What about your daddy, girl?
When I think about my dad, I think about laughter and good times. He
Good
did it.
times.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't sweat the small stuff. I mean, it even at his home going, because you came to that home going that party afterwards. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what it was. It was a party, man.
Right.
Everybody was, we was kicking it in memory of. And I mean, even like one of my last month memories of my father, he was he was having his nieces bring him up cracklins and sweet potato pie, and I was like, "Oh, you real, you really from Louisiana? You real country? You really, really getting it in there?" But I guess he said, "I'm on my way out anyway, so I'm gonna eat this cracklin, and I am going to enjoy the sweet potato pie. And I bet if he
Right.
could have got some gumbo and some like hog moss and all that other stuff, he would have had it in there too. Some hog head cheese, because those are things that he liked from where he
The
was from."
hothead cheese just reminds me of this episode on Being Mary Jane.
They had me out there one New Year's Eve. I was like, I can't. I looked and I smiled, and everyone's looking at like, ooh, does your northern daughter have like good etiquette? I couldn't do it. I mean, I couldn't. I couldn't. Dad, I'm sorry if I'm embarrassed you. I can't. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna do a good smile and let me get up and move around, but I don't want this.
Right.
I don't want this hog head cheese. I don't understand it because it's not really cheese. It's some kind of
Hmm.
ground meat, and so that's a hard pass. But
Right.
no, but the lesson that my dad just kind of, since you were talking about like finances and financial advice, when I think of my dad, it always was get the insurance. Get the insurance. You don't know what's going to happen. You get the warranty. You get the extended warranty. You get the insurance. You keep your receipt. Don't sweat the small stuff, because things going to
And
happen. So
right.
just be
Insurance is
prepared.
just in case it happens. Insurance.
For real, be insured. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I appreciate my dad for that lesson. So that's one of those things. Now, we're talking about our dads, but I also realized that our dads dated over the course of our adult lives or our young adult lives. And I just wanted to know, how did you feel about your dad out there in these streets? I mean, your dad was a handsome man. So, I mean, you're a lovely lady. Your mom's good looking. So, yeah, it is what it is, Monica. But your dad was easy on the eye. No disrespect. I mean, I've seen his family. They all were good looking family. So, how did you feel about your dad out here in these streets, girl?
Well, my parents were married 17 years,
Hmm.
so it wasn't like he was out in these streets that long.
No, no, no. I mean, no, not in a
Right.
disrespectful way, but when he was single and and it was time for him to date, how did you feel about it? Because I
for
know I
the
have an opinion on mine. So,
for the first few years, well, I was already out of high school.
hmm.
Um and parents had already been living apart and separated and divorced. So the it wasn't because it wasn't like in our face,
Hmm.
and to kind of just gradually introduce, actually stayed in touch with two of the ladies. One of them I'm still in touch with, the other one I don't know what happened. I think she got remarried, but they were both
Hmm.
sweet ladies. But it's kind of funny, like men usually kind of date the same type of, whether it be where they are originate from or
Hmm.
how they look. So yeah, these two other ladies were from Alabama, girl.
Oh, and so was your mom. I mean, so is your mom. So okay. So your dad liked the woman from where he was from. Okay, that's not bad. I'm
Yeah,
good with
so
it.
I mean, I got along with them, and but it we went to like some dinners and outings, but it didn't seem like it was trying to be forced, you know what I'm saying? Like it was
Hmm.
going to be like another family in the future or anything. That's just someone he traveled with and spent some time with, and
Living his
enjoyed.
best life. Yeah, okay.
Right.
So that's good. So you guys wanted to see your dad happy. You didn't begrudge him.
Mm-mm.
You and your sister weren't giving them the evil eye on the side or anything like that.
No, girl, one night, I don't know if my sister went, but my mom, I think this might have been after my dad passed, but
Hmm.
we all went out together. One of his girlfriends.
Yeah, like I said, Monica's family is so solid. I mean, just such good people. They do things that maybe now the evolved me would be a part of that, but no, my sister and oh my goodness, that's when my sister didn't like someone that my dad was dating. Because it's really funny because my sister is significantly older than me, so it's a unique relationship because we both wanted dad to be happy. So my dad was single, we wanted to be happy, want him to date. I just knew I can perceive a little bit more about relationships. Like I'm like, this lady ain't gonna be right, but you gotta, I guess, get your feelings hurt or whatever. You got time to waste. I don't. Uh,
Right.
so I would know when my sister called me and even mentioned that dad was dating anyone.
You were
That
like,
it
oh, nah.
it would no, that she was only calling me for us to tag team him. What are you talking about? She didn't have to say anything. I understood. I understood the assignment, girl, and I was trained to go. So, see, at one time, my dad. Oh my goodness, he was calling her his friend, and my sister was like, "Nah, he spent a lot of time with her, and she's really in his pockets." And I was like, "Oh." Okay. And so she said, but dad wants us to meet her. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. I said, well, just give me a little bit of bio on her. Like, what's her name?
Right.
Just what's her name? And my sister, told me, I said, well, what church do you go? The questions that you ask for the community, right? Like, well, does
Right.
she go to church? Is she from here? What's she about? Does she have any kids? How old is she? And she fell somewhere in between my age and my sister's age, which I
Oh
know,
no.
rubbed my sister the wrong way, because his girlfriend
See,
was.
yeah, yeah, I would have. Yeah, that would have. Yeah, that would have been weird. I would have been like, "What? Like, really, dude?" Yeah, his
Yes.
ladies
Oh,
were older actually than him. So
yeah. So yeah. No. And so it was funny. So it was on the younger side, and so because I knew my sister was over it when we were all out and about, and we had to stop by, I think, like Popeyes or someplace randomly, because my dad was like, "Oh, she wants me to bring her some lunch or something, and she wants Popeyes." Okay, and so I'm like, "That's fine. Okay, I guess." My sister like was giving me the eye. I'm like, "Girl, I don't care." So dad's getting the order, and dad, was like, "Oh, she doesn't eat pork and all this and that," but he's like, "But she wants the potatoes and gravy." I said, "What? What? Popeyes potatoes and gravy? That's nothing but pork. What the dad? What are you talking about? This lady?" I said, "Oh, this lady is." Oh, she run a game. I said, oh, she got people. Oh, I said, don't play about food with me. Don't say you don't like pork and then you order in dirty gravy and potatoes. And to me, that's not Popeye's best situation anyway. So I was like, oh no, this lady is something's not right in this buttermilk. So, but he was like, well, don't you want to meet her, man? We must have had tea. My sister invited her over to her place, and girl, no, no, we were perfectly nice. I mean, why would we? We're not rude
right.
people, but honey, no, that was the end of that relationship. I was like, lady, you no, don't come back around here with that. I know some people. Seattle's too small.
Okay.
So blessings, ma'am. You're not gonna get to play over in this one's face, okay? But blessings to you. So I respect the fact that you guys are so sweet and we're so embracing of the people your dad dated. I mean, I guess if it had been a right one, because like my sister would be like, yeah, we were out at Home Depot and this lady was trying to talk to dad. And I was like, that's rude, because who are you? You could have been, his lady or something. She'd be like, girl, shut up. I'm like, that's rude. That's rude. That's very disrespectful. But okay. So just kind of speaking of dating and crazy things, would okay, so this is a wild scenario, but this is actually a real scenario that I
Is
do
this
know.
from Reddit?
No. This one, the girl, it's gonna seem wild like Reddit, but it's not.
uh,
But it's a cultural thing. I feel like it's a cultural thing. Some cultures do this. Personally, my disclaimer here is my people. We love Jesus, but we're not that cultured where this could be something that we would want to participate in. Boom.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so so if so this isn't even a hypothetical situation. The situation is just like, the person's father, after their mother passed, they were okay and kind of supported their father getting with the younger sister of the mother.
Hold up. What?
Yeah, no, yes, they were okay with it, because she was the younger sister. I guess she kind of always kind of grown up with a crush on the dad, maybe, and she loved her sister, and you know,
Is
I
this a
guess
stepsister?
no, biological.
Girl, what the Utah is this?
Not even Utah. Nope, these are some minority peoples. Mm-mm.
Hold on. Say that again.
So after the mother passed, the mother's youngest sister got with her husband.
The mother's youngest sister.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, you know what? Some of that happened in the Bible too.
Yeah, that's why I said some culture. Like I said, it's not really that taboo. I just know that for
Right.
me and my house, the aunties that I know, and plus, I can't even imagine an auntie that would want to
I
be
won't go
with
for
any of the,
that.
yeah, with
No.
any of my
No
uncles. Like
can do.
I said, I could imagine my mama wanted to be with none of her sisters' husbands. That's a hard pass. That's a hard pass. And there's no shade.
uh,
There's no shade there. It's just that wouldn't be happening. Not even a little bit.
nah, you know why they did that back in the day, or they do that is just to keep the business, the money, and the family.
Yeah, the inheritances and things like that. But what about could your people be cool with that?
No,
No, because you guys be very lenient and very kind.
No.
Okay, all right. I just okay, so that isn't out of line. I mean, because like I said, some people that is how they get down. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the first time I heard it and actually got a chance to witness it, and it was wonderful. I mean, the man was happy with the woman was happy with the man, the family was happy because they knew her. They knew her intentions were
Did
pure.
she look like her sister too?
I mean, they had a resemblance. They weren't twins, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they favored each other because they have the same mother and father. But
Wow.
it ended up being a happy ending. But I always told the family like,
She might have
"You're
been
amazing."
just waiting in the wings.
I mean, she had been married and lived her own life too. I mean, it wasn't like
Right.
she was just like, "Oh, as soon as my sister croaks, I'm on this man." But it happened with relatively quickness. I mean, within a year or two.
They're probably, why go out when we got what we need right here.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'd be like, man, if my man, please, if I go away, my man need to be in mourning forever because there's only one me, or
So what if since yeah, well yeah, ooh yeah, if your man marries your sister or if your man marries your best friend, what about that?
that's basically what we're talking about, girl. Well, that's what we are talking about. I could never imagine marrying my brother-in-law. Please, oh no, because he also has kids by my sister and
Right.
all that. That just seems weird. I mean, that feels like separation of church and state. Like I don't understand
He'd be
for me.
a auntie stepmom.
No, no, because I could feel, for one, I could feel my sister's hot breath on the back of my neck. She would be haunting me all the days of my life. I'd be like, I don't want this smoke. I don't want this fire.
No,
Plus,
not at all.
no, I was like, it just felt like bad karma. But in their situation, it worked out, and it was fine, and it was acceptable to all the family. It wasn't a big deal. But I no.
Like Funky Geneva said, no girl, that's a no for me, girl.
Funky didn't even got it right because that is a hard pass for me too. But like I said, hey, if it works for you and everybody's consenting and the family loves it, then I love it for the family. But I just know these ladies in my family, honey, people would have been talking. Oh,
Yeah.
the chat line, the text link. Oh, everybody would have been talking big mess. Oh, for
Mm.
real, for real,
Jerry
for real.
Springer, Utah edition, girl.
Girl, for sure, for sure, for sure. Okay, so um, now that we've kind of had our little daddy's question, we do need to roll along to Juneteenth, girl. And Juneteenth is, of course, Monday the 19th. It's a federal holiday. So thank somebody's ancestors for finally getting you an extra day off in the summer. So,
But you know what? I'm not even gonna. I got to enjoy that federal holiday while I was still employed with the federal government, but it was under it was under that one administration that I actually got to participate.
well, honey, I mean, that's why I said enjoy it, especially if you're a federal or a government. Well, federal is a government. If you're a federal employee or you work in
Or
banking,
state, yeah.
yes, you go ahead and thank somebody's ancestors, even if they're not yours. You say, you know what, this is Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day. So, let's get free. And then just a little bit of fun facts about Juneteenth. And then, of course, I got a Juneteenth question for you, girl. So,
Oh.
Juneteenth, since I'm a foodie, there are definitely traditional foods that are prepared for Juneteenth, very similar to what we start off our new year with, like black eyed peas, collard greens, or cabbage, cornbread, things that symbolize luck, prosperity, and different things like that. But also, the whole concept of the stereotype out there that our people love red drinks like red strawberry sodas, red processed drinks or whatever. It's because the traditional drink of Juneteenth is a red colored drink. Sometimes it would be strawberries and berries that they would crush together. Sometimes it would be hibiscus. Sometimes it would be cola nut. So traditionally, they drink red drinks on Juneteenth, and that is to symbolize the blood that was shed for freedom. And so, their Juneteenth has official colors. You know, and it's a really important important holiday, especially I guess for people who are living in the South, where the memory
Mm-hmm.
of enslavement and kind of injustice still is more visible, even if you can't talk about it in school, even if you're not allowed to mention it or get any kind of justice or anything regarding it. It's still there, and that might be one of the reasons why it's obvious and in your face. So
Right.
kind of with that, it is a really celebratory time. I mean, people are free. They're not in bondage, in theory. So, Juneteenth is exciting. I know your people are both from Alabama. Anything that you grew up doing for Juneteenth, or did you guys just acknowledge it, or maybe not so much? Because it is a holiday that specifically kind of originated in Texas because that was the last place where the slaves were free.
Right. No, like we talked about this last year. No,
Mhm.
we weren't celebrating or acknowledging it, girl.
Okay, well, that's all right because now everybody's acknowledging it. So that is the good part. So so then let me ask you. I was listening to another podcast. Shout out Kev on stage because hilarity, 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 and he was referring to an incident that had happened to he and his wife while they were waiting for a premiere, and he referred to it as the spirit of Juneteenth. And I was like, oh yeah, you know what? That's very true. The spirit of Juneteenth is kind of like the knuck a few bucks spirit for the
Mm-hmm.
month of June. It's kind of like
To
don't
the
play it
window, to the
to the
wall.
wall. Yeah, exactly. So it's like you're not accepting anyone playing in your face because you have the spirit of Juneteenth in this place. And you have to remind people that I'm not my ancestors. You can catch all of this smoke and even fire if you want it. And so that's kind of what he was referring to of how injustice was happening to he and his wife, and how they weren't going for it at all, that the spirit of Juneteenth had jumped on them. So, Monica, do you ever experience the spirit of Juneteenth during the month of June?
It's all the time. I don't know what you talk about during the month of June. Girl,
Ah, you say you be ready to go all the time, Monica.
I rock rough and stuff with my Afro puffs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, I can. So you're always ready. You're always prepared to
Girl,
give
that's
somebody the side eye and to tell them back up. No, you're not cutting in front of me. No, ma'am, you're
for
not. I'm
real.
okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
yeah, that's what my daddy taught me.
yeah. See, that's what I love. You guys might not have been celebrating Juneteenth, but he was definitely raising you with the spirit of Juneteenth. Angela Davis on you. Okay, that's what I was. That's what I
For
will say.
real.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, if you know Monica, she really don't play. She knows how to give. She knows how to be very nice, but she also knows how to really give a wicked resting, get out of my face look. Oh, she has it perfected. I mean, she has it perfected so much that if you didn't know her and you just came across her and she wasn't trying to really be bothered, you probably would be like, that girl's kind of mean. Or that lady's mean because you're not a girl no more. That lady's mean.
Girl, look, I got that eye from my mama.
Ugh. Not no no not from sweetness. You did not. Your mom no no no. You don't put that on your mama.
You don't know my mama.
I don't know. I've seen your mom in a lot of circumstances. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she have to give that look to you. Maybe that's why.
I mean, if you get on her bad side and she don't really care for you, you gonna see what that look is about.
Okay, well then that makes sense because that's why I don't know that look. Because honey, I am not honey. That's the side that I am not on nobody's bad side. Not because there's no reason. I don't even know how people get on their friends, parents, or family's bad side. Because what are you doing? Where you got on somebody's bad side? But no, okay. So
Hmm.
all right. So you get the spirit. For me, I am trying not to catch the spirit of Juneteenth this year. I am trying to only have the Holy Spirit in my life. So I am very aware, and I tell you that spirit of Juneteenth will jump on you fast. So it
Girl.
jumped on me real fast, and I had to. But I tell you, the Holy Spirit gave me a little counter block. It was like a boxing match. The spirit of Juneteenth, like struck his head up, and I was about to have to sucker punch someone, and then verbally, and then the spirit of the Holy Spirit said, "Girl, no, you don't go for nobody like that, girl. You that's not gonna make you feel better, making that person feel bad, feel bad." So I backed it up, And I said, thank you, Lord. You're right. I never want to make anyone feel any kind of way, even though this person is trying me with the dumbest of dumb. This is, when people ask you questions and you know that they are intentionally playing in your face because it's like, what do you mean I forgot something? It's been 5 months. Do you think I forget? No, ma'am. Don't ask me nothing stupid. Don't ask me
I hate when
nothing.
people ask questions and it's clearly written down somewhere on YouTube or somewhere where you can actually, obviously, you don't know how to read or something because you asking me like I get paid to answer your questions. Like,
Mm,
what?
yeah. But girl, like I said, the Holy Spirit trumped the spirit of Juneteenth,
I'm
and
trying not to be.
the lady didn't get insulted. So that was a blessing, girl. I tell you, miracles are abounding this month. Okay, that is what I do know. Now,
That's good. I'm trying not to go off of these people. I don't know what's going on in the sky or the energy because these people out here cannot drive from Tacoma to Seattle in their damn minds. So y'all need to slow down out there and actually use your damn mirrors.
ooh, okay.
Girl. Anyway,
Woosah. No, we took a breath on that one, honey. Woosah. I said, I guess that was your public service announcement.
that's my
Use
PSA. Yes,
yes, use those mirrors and slow the down. Okay, I'm with you.
for
I'm with
real,
you.
girl.
I'm with
People
you.
crossing like 4 lanes in front of me trying to get over to the exit. You need to drive with some damn sense and get into the lane that you need to exit off like maybe a mile back. Okay,
Oh, look at you sounding like a responsible, reasonable adult woman with good insurance and something to lose. Oh, I wonder. I
girl.
wonder.
I'm like Kathy Bates. I'm older and I got more insurance.
From Fried Green Tomatoes, right?
One of my favorite movies. Yep.
Yeah, girl, I love that. That's what I said. Look at you, because that's the difference. That's when you know you've clicked into this adult level. When you're like, what you driving crazy for no reason. Like that doesn't even make any sense. Either you're gonna be on time or you're not. But you don't
Right.
need to kill up nobody, hurt yourself, do anything dangerous because you don't know what the other people around you if they're distracted or yeah, no, I'm with you, girlfriend. I'm with you 1,000%. So thank you for that PSA,
Okay.
Monica. And then finally, Monica, this week, I know you got it for us. Last week, you made me do it. And I believe in staying in your lane. And that wasn't my lane. I mean, I did it, but it didn't feel right. I felt like I wanted Monica to do it.
Oh,
So,
will you want me to do that first or the events for Juneteenth?
oh, go on do the events for Juneteenth.
Okay, the
Yeah.
following events are as follows for Juneteenth.
Hmm.
There is going to be Juneteenth 253, the fourth annual at Wright Park in Tacoma, Washington, from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. or it's at 6 p.m. And
Hmm.
that is on Saturday, the 17th. Also
Hmm.
on Saturday, the 17th, Code 98 Day Party from 1
Mm.
to 6 p.m. at Edison Square in Tacoma, Washington.
Hmm. I love a good day party, Monica. So that is
Yep.
sounding promising. But
And
Tacoma,
then
not so much.
and then on
Oh.
the 8th,
Mm.
well, that event on the 17th, I know those people. That one's legit. It might be for the younger crowd, but it's not going to be ratchet.
Okay.
Um, and then on June 18th, it is Songs of Black Folk 2023. It's the second annual at the Paramount Theater
Mm.
in Seattle, Washington at 7 p.m. Hosted by Ramon Bryant Braxton with the following performers: Crystal Aiken, Josephine Howell, and many more.
Mm. Okay. Now the one at the Paramount seems promising. If you want some interesting entertainment, it's on Sunday night. You have Monday off. You'll be downtown. I mean, park somewhere safe.
It's probably more grown folkish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
be prepared to ignore people in general. But yes, I definitely think when you're walking to and from the Paramount, but other than that, yes, that is where to be. I mean, you could grab maybe a nice bite in the city, make it a whole day. Oh,
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
try Monica, try your favorite restaurant. Maybe they could do that and then head down to the
Oh,
Paramount. You
they gonna
know,
have to they gonna have to get reservations because it's Father's Day too. Yeah, if you don't
Oh,
have
yeah.
reservations, you really ain't gonna get in. You might get there for like later on for maybe like a dessert or a happy hour or a drink,
But
a libation, but not for a dinner.
well, that's all right. Then that's why there's more than one black-owned restaurant in the city that you can support. I mean, there's Island Soul, there's the Jerk Shack downtown.
Mm-hmm.
Every now
June
and then,
baby.
yep, the one that Plum Bistro, that's also vegan
Yeah.
and black-owned. You know,
Um.
they're
mm,
yeah, yeah. Isn't it called Plum Bistro or what is it called
Yeah,
then?
it's Plum Bistro. Or
Okay,
if
yeah.
you're down, I don't know if this is black owned, but I went to a place last Sunday and it was called List and it was in Belltown.
It's
Just
not black
small
owned, but it's
bites.
delicious. Yeah, it's small
Yeah.
bites. Not
It,
not black owned, but if you're going to be down in Belltown, you might as well take your behind up to the Jerk Shack that is black owned
I
and go
mean, if
ahead
that's the
and
type of
try
food that you want to eat.
for celebrating Father's Day and Freedom Day. Yes, please do that. Support those local businesses. Yes, please do. Please do.
Are they even going to be open on Sunday?
The Jerk Shack is because it's a professional business that had a plus rating and it stays open.
Okay.
Yes, it's Caribbean and soul food. Yes, they'll be
Hmm.
open. They can create cocktails and different things like that. And the owner and the head chef, a nice brother. Yes, go for that.
All
Oh,
right. All right.
girl, I said, look at that. Now, see, I love when we give the people a real conversation because see, we going back and forth like we would about our favorite places and spots and the shade of it all. But okay, Monica, now that you told me what is going on in the town and around, what's up with this Black Business of the Week?
So the Black Business of the Week is Bevel. It is getbevel.com. And Bevel is a razor. It is beauty products, skin and beauty products for our Black men. And their purpose is to make health and beauty simple for people of color. And it is owned by the Walker Company. And they have a lot of deals going on. But yes, try out Bevel to get that smooth skin, smooth baby skin.
Yeah, and the products, like even if you're not sure about the razor or you have your own razor, because I know how brothers are, it might be the skincare, the things that keep down the razor bumps, the ingrown
Mm-hmm.
hairs, and different things like that that keep you smooth. I think that's why everybody's trying to wear a beard now because they were tired of those ingrowns or they weren't really doing the proper skincare maintenance.
Right.
Don't hide your pretty face up. It's the summer with a beard. I mean, grow your beard out for no shave November. That's when you grow your beard. But it's summertime, be free, be cool, get your face right, get your skincare up. If
Mm-hmm.
so, Bevel is of course a great place to start. If not, you can DM us. Mila got a couple of suggestions of great men's skincare. If you are
Oh
saying that your
yeah,
skin
she
is
has.
busted and disgusted, I know that's what were you
She
gonna.
has many years in the beauty industry.
Yeah, so yeah,
She's an
so
expert.
so if you're feeling like your skin is busted and disgusted, DM me and I will tell you some things you need to know, some facts, some figures, and even refer you to people and places if need be. But yeah, it's summertime. The beauty of summertime is that fresh, hydrated, protected from the sun skin.
Yeah, don't just be using that Dove and water, y'all. That's ridiculous.
Nope, because that's not enough steps anyway. Mila's on a 15-step process. Dove and water.
Girl, look, that's my next project. We going to get a facial.
Like, nah, no, not Dove and water. And speaking of that, maybe that'll be our next business that we feature is the hottest place to get a good facial in the city. That's a good summer project. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for that.
Oh
Now,
yeah, summer beauty trends.
Now, Monica, is there anything else that we are forgetting this evening before we go?
Nope. Just be kind.
Be safe and have a happy Father's Day to our dads and our uncles and father figures, grandpas, pops, all that out there. And of course, happy Freedom Day. We's free.
Peace.
Monica, where can they find us again?
They can find us on Anchor, Spotify, and now iTunes. And please like, share, subscribe, and leave us a comment. You can shoot us an email or a voice message if you'd like. And with all that, love and gratitude.
Remember to call your aunties or your girlfriends and say hi. Bye.